Hey there, it's Vicki Marie. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about some productivity tips. They will help if you practice them on a consistent basis. So it's raining and we've already, it's dinner time, and one of my things I'm doing right now is picking up takeout. We've been camping and I'm tired. We've been cooking, when it's work to camp, it is. And I came back and I'm looking for even more ways to simplify my life so that I can spend more time doing the things I want to do. I don't want to be bogged down by my to-do list. So let's dive in. You know that feeling when you wake up in the morning and you're like, ugh, not again? Well, I had that feeling this morning. We can change that though. So tip number 1 is about starting your day with a clear plan. Now it's simple and it's so effective. So just take a few minutes every morning to jot down your goals for the day. Trust me, having a game plan is going to give you focus and direction. It does make it easier to prioritize your tasks, and it'll make it easier to get things done. Okay, now we all know how tempting it is to check our phone constantly, and we get lost in that sea of notifications and distractions. But tip number 2 is a game changer. So to boost productivity, we need to eliminate the distractions. We need to turn off the unnecessary notifications, close those extra browser tabs, and find a quiet spot to work. You will be amazed at how much more you can accomplish when you stay focused. Now here's a real gem. Tip number 3. This one's all about making those big tasks seem less daunting. Now we all have those days when we look at a massive project and we say, where do I even start? Well, breaking those tasks into smaller, manageable chunks is the way to go. You have to take it step by step, and before you know it, you will be crossing things off your list. Now those big tasks that we have to break down, like let's say dinner. We got to cook dinner, right? That seems like such a big thing, and sometimes I'll say I don't feel like cooking like tonight. But break it down into tasks. Before I even get into the kitchen, I want to clean off my counters. I want to make sure that they're clear. I don't want to start a new project without a clean canvas. So that's step number 1. And then, to meal plan, you have to cook, but you also have to plan what you're cooking. You have to go to the grocery store. You have to decide what you're going to spend money on. Then you have to cook it and manage any leftovers, and then you have to clean up. So mealtime, dinner time can be such a big project, but if you break that down into smaller tasks, and you get help from the people around you, if you have people living with you, that goes a long way. And that's what I'm talking about. Breaking those big projects down into small tasks. And cooking is something we have to do every day. We have to feed ourselves. Unless you eat out every day, but I have a feeling that most of us don't. I mean, it's too expensive, and it's not going to serve us in practicing and getting to that place of wellness that we want to be. I mean, if you're on my vlog, you probably have this sense of this commitment to at least trying to live a healthier life or do a little bit better every day with it. That's all we're about here, not perfection. Now, we all need breaks, right? And tip number 4 is all about self-care and about recharging your batteries. So it is important to take just short breaks every hour or so. You just get up, you take a stretch, grab a snack, or you just simply take a moment to relax. Trust me, these little breaks will keep your energy levels up and prevent you from burning out. And you'll feel refreshed and you'll feel ready to conquer that next task that comes your way. Those little self-care breaks are really important. Sometimes I just take a moment to call my sister and talk for 5 minutes, or I go out and sit outside with a cup of iced tea and I watch my squirrel and I connect with nature. I listen to the birds. All of that goes a long way in just recharging my batteries. If you're in an office building, you can just look out the window and admire whatever, see what you have access to. You have to work with what you have, right? and just be grateful for it. But if we look around, we will find something that we can do to recharge our batteries. Might be something small, but treat yourself. Last but not least, tip number 5 is all about celebrating your accomplishments. Now, sometimes we forget to acknowledge those amazing things we've already done throughout our day. We're so focused on what we have left to do. So when you complete a task, just take a moment to acknowledge that and give yourself that little pat on the back. That goes a long way to keeping you motivated and productive throughout the day. You know, we look at our to-do list so much, it's like there's always stuff on there. So we've got to focus. We have to make ourselves focus, because it does not come naturally to focus on the things that are checked off. Like, oh, how many things have you crossed off? I've got the windshield wipers going because it is raining. So they pop up every now and then, and I thought I turned it off, but I think maybe I did just there. Yeah, there we go. I think it's off now. We have to acknowledge that we have to look for those things on our to-do list that we can check off or that we have checked off, and keep that in mind. You know, that to-do list is probably going to carry over into the next day, into the next week, depending on what you have on there. And we have to give ourselves a break. So give yourself some grace when it comes to your to-do list, and acknowledge what you've already accomplished. Now, I know these tips might sound like really simple, and they are. But seriously, they're life-changing if you implement them into your daily routine on a consistent basis. You will see the difference in no time. Say goodbye to unproductive days and a hello to a more fulfilling and successful life. I want to thank you so much for being here and visiting me for a while. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more awesome tips. I do lifestyle productivity and just personal growth. Also just vlogs, you know. Where I'm here to just accompany you and to get company on my journey as we make every day count together. You've got this, and so do I. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're doing well. Take care. I'll see you on the next one.
I know you're all about the good vibes.